All right, welcome back to another free-for-all. This is the CCL, week number 5. Oh boy, that's a king next to another player there. So we have secret missions, we have points for placement, we have lots of points available in the CCL. I'm gonna give you the cast of characters, and I'll give you their secret missions too, as well. We have Ghost of 6 AM playing as the Huns. He's in the orange over here. His secret mission is build 5 or more castles for 2 points. Green has got their king over here. I don't know where they're building their TC. Looks like over here. This is Ballant. So Ballant is also build 5 or more castles. Let's see, who actually has their TCs up? Vulcan Loop over here in the red. Vulcan is also build 5 or more castles. These guys are they're just going for the easy points, I think. You know, it's pretty easy to build 5 castles in a big free for all. Sammy Diamond's playing as the Burgundians. I guess he's gonna go for Flemish Revolution. Yep, started Flemish Revolution. That's for 2 points. I'm also going for Flemish Revolution. We have Zodico. So Zodico, I'm super happy he joined. He's playing as the Bengalis. Zodico's mission is build 5 more castles. Super easy for him. And I think Shadow is going to this back corner with his king. I'm not sure where his villagers are. I don't know where his villagers are, like, at all. Way over here. He's, like, running as far away as possible. He's building it over here. Zodico is... I mean, not Zodico. Shadow. Shadow's mission is... He did not have a mission, I don't think. I don't think I have a mission. I don't have a mission. If you had a mission, I don't have it. So his mission, I think, is to kill Vulcan Loop. If I have it, I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Okay. So we'll see. I don't have it at the time of recording. Now, Zodico, if people don't know about him, he doesn't play as much as he used to. I played against him in a tournament one time and got spanked. He always is like taking a long hiatus and just like coming back at the game, and you know, it's like, oh, I'm not that good, and then all of a sudden he's like really good, you know. But he is one of the best players ever to play this on a controller for sure. I don't think I missed him. Oh, Ryan. This is Ryan over here. Ryan's mission is use only non-gold units and trebuchets. And Sammy, I think I got everyone. Ballant going for way in the corner as the Hindustanis over here. I like the Hindustani pick. Oh, did I say me? I don't know if I said myself. Oh, I'm also the Burgundians, and I'm also doing a Flemish Revolution. My king, for some reason, is over here. So, fun fact, when we played this game, I was on the phone for the first 20 minutes with my brother. We were talking about very prescient family matters, and I couldn't... He lives in Japan, so, you know, when he calls me, it's like, you gotta kind of pick up and answer, because he's a busy guy. Sammy going for the Vulcan Loop, declared war on Shadow. Very early. I think Shadow never allied him. Like, typically you ally everyone. You can see on the right here, everyone's allies, and this is where Vulcan should be in the red, and Vulcan's not there. And this is where Shadow should be in the gray. It's blacked out, but it should be grayed if you like this. The other players are all gray there, so they are not friends. So we have Burgundian and Burgundian. You know, obviously we're gonna team up. You know, Zodico being pretty close to me, I felt like he would want to team up with me as well. Shadow, I felt pretty comfortable with Shadow. My king is right there. He could actually have killed my king like 10 times over. But I was on the phone, and, you know, it's nice that he didn't, though, I gotta say. Like, good on you for not doing that. Zodico is really searching with the king. I love it in theory. It's so risky. It's so risky. But you do get a lot of vision from it. But, like, is it worth it? I don't know. The king's fast enough that they can get away from everything, but you run the risk, like, are you fast enough to react to it? Because if you're not fast enough to react to it, it doesn't matter if the king can get away. Now, Ballant really went out of their way to get in this corner here. I did finally get my king into my town center, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, some of these players like Ballant and Shadow really try to get into, like, the corners. I think it's a good move. You start with 10 villagers on this, so it's not like your eco is really bad ever. You know, like, is getting up and attacking the most important thing early? I don't think so. Maybe positioning is more important. And also, like, I don't, if you talk to anyone like before the game, maybe you can make a little bit of a plan. You know, everyone's in the same voice chat for this, so like, you know, you can talk to them in the chat, but then everyone hears you. So sometimes you're better off maybe doing like a side chat or sending a Discord message, or like you can send direct messages on this. Like we have messages, nothing that I see yet. Let me turn the other ones off. No, nothing that I see. Yeah, so Shadow has declared war at 8 minutes here. Shadow ungarrisoned his king. It's such a weird thing where, like, when you have villagers garrison and you to kill the boar, then you ungarrison, and the king also ungarrisons, and you got to get it back in there. It's like something you just have to pay attention to, you know? It's a little tricky. Just a little tricky, but, you know, it's doable. Now, Ryan being in this location, kind of in the middle. You know, some players, they just build their TC where they find their villagers. Most people try to go towards the outside because you're... All right, two trains of thoughts, right? You go to the outside, and it's like, well, they can only come at you from one direction, right? If you are in the middle, like, at least you can kind of, like, run away. You can expand. You have more access to resources. So there's definitely some benefits to being in the middle. But it also, like... just gives you more targets on your back. And Zodico, like, anyone, you know, people are getting into feudal age right now. Anyone could be making a handful of scouts, maybe, or I guess scouts are probably the only thing you could really make in feudal age that would make sense. But you could make some scouts and go after him. He's bringing them back now. Nice house walling from Sammy. Sammy's next to Vulcan. They just played a game together before this where they were teamed up the whole time. So, you know, you might think that they might team up again here. Zodico getting their king safely into their town center at long last. This is an interesting stone mine, though. Like, pretty far away from the TC. I mean, I guess, like, everyone's pretty... You know, stays allied, so, like, early on, no one's really too worried about it. I would like to see, like, a variant on this where people are, like, incentivized to attack early. I'm not sure how we could do that. We do have Castle Age coming in for Ghost over here. Castle Age coming in for Vulcan. I'm going to put on some... what do I want to look at? Idle TC? Yeah, Idle TC here. So everyone has a lot of Idle TC. I think it's just kind of the way Nomad works. It's tougher to, like, you know, have an easy food source and everything. I mean, everyone's sitting on like a minute of Idle TC. Ghost actually has the least amount of Idle TC out of everyone, believe it or not. God, he's known for lack of Idle TC. Zodico expanding. First up to Castle Age. Ghost second to Castle Age. That's what you get with very little low idle TC. You get up to Castle Age very quickly. When did Ghost go up? Ghost went up at 28 vils. I've noticed Ghost goes up at 28 vils a lot, actually. You know, good, bad, otherwise. I'm building a wall here. I don't trust nobody. The only one I trust is Shadow, because he didn't kill my king when he could have. That's the only one I trust. And like if that was probably at 50% of the players in the lobby, they would have killed that king right away. It eliminates your closest enemy. Obviously, the biggest threat in the game is me, and it gets you a point. Like it gets you a extra placement. Like it does a lot. Zodico going 4 TCs right off the rip. Zodico playing as the Bengalis. Good players play as the Bengalis. I've noticed this. Like the best players like to play as the Bengalis. Just because you get you know a lot of elephants. You get cavalry plus a 2 attack. Doesn't really matter. Elephant units receive minus 25% bonus damage, which they love. They love that. Then also you can get a unique tech where the elephant units attack 20% faster. And you also can get less population space. So, like, people, I don't know why. Good players really like them. I see good players going Bengalis a lot. Good players like elephants because they can get a better boom than most players. So, you know, you get the elephants and you're good. And Ghost has a nice little start here. Nice little setup. Ghost is building Tarkans. So the Hunt's gonna build Tarkans. Tarkans are very good at sniping kings because they can kill buildings. They have plus 10 attack versus castles, plus 8 attack versus buildings, plus 12 attack versus stone defenses. Not sure what a stone defense is besides a castle, but that's what it says. And then walls and gates have plus 8 attacks. They just have bonuses against everything. I don't know what the it says latest 8-8. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to be their bonus, but it's weird. Ballant over here. So Ballant is doing a second TC here. Ballant, if you're watching this, I think you have to work on your fast castle into 3 TCs. That is my recommendation. Because you'll see, like, the very good players do that, like, every time. Although, Vulcan is making army early. But, like, Zadako is on 4 TCs already. And, like, what's his vills like? Looking like 49 vills. So he's 10 vills up on almost everyone. Ryan is actually higher, but he's Persians, so let's discount that. Let's just slow our rolls on that a little bit. Persians produce faster. And Vulcan is at my doorstep over here. And Vulcan is going for Shadow, I believe. And he's got 7 cav archers. This castle's almost up, but it might get denied. Yeah. Castle's denied at 96%. That's rough. That's rough. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people criticize, like, having too many villagers build a castle. But I gotta say, I mean, getting a castle up is sometimes more important than how efficient your workers were, you know? Because Shadow does not have a lot of defense right now. And Vulcan he's trying to send his army in, but there's a big wall going up, so he's going around the whole wall. And Shadow really wants this castle. 97%, 98%. He'll get it up. He'll get it up. So castle's up. That'll protect him a little bit right now. Forward TC from Vulcan as well. My king is going... I'm building a castle over here. My king's moving over that way. And Shadow has his king in the castle now instead of the town center. So he's in a much better spot. And Vulcan just streaming in light cav, or not light cav. Use your words. The cav archers here. Zadako adding a 5th town center, so he's 20 villagers ahead of everybody. Shadow's down to 35 vills because of that attack there. Sammy's moving forward with some of his villagers. Not sure where he's going. He going to town center over here or something, it looks like. Vulcan's still putting the pressure on Shadow. I'm adding my 3rd TC. I'm at 51 vills, so not great. I was on a phone call, though, so I'm okay with that. Ryan in the middle. He's on 3 TCs. Ryan playing as the Persian, so Ryan likes to do elephants or Savar. He's a big fan. I'm actually walling off my base from Shadow, even though I actually am not really paying attention to what's going on over here. I just know Vulcan is attacking Shadow, but I don't really know what's going on. I'm not really paying attention to that. I just want to get a full wall up so I don't have to worry about it. I have a gate here. Now, very interesting. Sammy is going to the complete opposite side of the map to build a town center. I like that because you have the opportunity to do it now when everyone's allied with you. Whereas as soon as people start changing their allegiances, they don't really have that option available to you. And Vulcan is running these like... This is where everything's going to change for me in this game. Because I got this is what happened to me in the previous game. There was about 20 latest in my base, and I saw Vulcan running in, and I didn't know what was going on with Shadow. I just got off my call, and I immediately turned on him. I declared war on him. Now, mind you, I have no army. I have no army. I don't know. I just don't know why I see all these, and he declares war on me. Yeah, I mean, he picked this fight, man. I gotta say it. He picked this fight. He could have stayed friendly to me. He didn't have to attack me. He brought the CA to me. If he wants to fight Shadow, he can fight Shadow still. He doesn't need to be anywhere near me. I got Castilias. Castilias are good units, though, man. You gotta mass them up. I mean, obviously. Yeah, so I bring this up because afterwards Vulcan said that, I started the fight with him. He could have just ran away and kept fighting Shadow, though. I don't know, man. I declared war, but I wasn't attacking. Yeah, Vulcan messing me up here. Now, Ghost is pretty close to Vulcan. He's kind of expanding in that area. Ryan's in the middle there. You still have Ballant at the bottom. He's on 3 TC. He's getting a castle up. His issue is wood lines, actually. He has, no good wood lines here. I guess he has this one, but he's sharing that with Vulcan. You never want to share anything with Vulcan, because this is what happens. Rat and archers from Shadow getting involved. I'm trying to get this full wall up. Vulcan's actually kind of trapped in here at this point. Ryan's king is moving. Ryan's got some elephants going. Let's take a look at Zydeco here. Zydeco is just getting this crazy boom, up to 146 vills right now. A lot of Tarkans from Ghost. Ghost is planning a king snipe. You don't make Tarkans unless you're planning a king snipe. There's really no other use for Tarkans in this mode. Now Vulcan is running away, as the way. Ghost declared war on Ryan. Ryan is running his king. Dude, Ryan actually got kind of lucky there because Ghost was moving in. All right, let's see if Ghost can make anything happen here. I mean, Ryan does not have the army. He has 3 elephants, I think. Yeah, he has 4 elephants, 4 war elephants. War elephants are good, but Tarkans, they go right through. They go right through these castles, and there's no murder holes. Another castle coming up. To be honest, a castle is not what you need. Tarkans are just they're tanky. They have pretty high pierce armor, 3+2 right now, so 5 pierce armor. They're going after the TC. Vulcan is still kind of running around. Sammy's setting up his base everywhere. And Ghost is going after Ryan. Ghost is going after Ryan. Ryan's king is garrisoned inside of here. Is Ryan going to be able to save his king? No one has declared war on Ghost, as far as I know. No one has declared war. Ryan has, of course. The elephants clear this up, though. The elephants in the castles clear this up. So, not a successful kill. This castle's at 2,600 HP. Vulcan, who swears he was just going after Shadow the whole time, has completely turned his attention to me, by the way. Ballant just researched Treason. Treason is really tricky. First of all, so Ballant researched Treason, but he was still allied with everyone, so he doesn't actually get to see where the kings are. You can't see where the kings are when you're allied. I'm trying to mass up some Costiliers here. Shadow's got the rat and archers. I still haven't finished this wall, but I guess it goes to the castle, so it's not in a terrible spot. I feel pretty like Shadow and I are in this. And I feel pretty good about Sammy and I are in this. Ryan is going after Ghost. After Ghost, you know, tried to get him. He's got Trebs, he's got the War Elephants. I mean, it's a good comp. Just Tarkans coming out. Tarkans are not going to be able to deal with War Elephants. I'll tell you that. Tarkans are great for destroying buildings, but, you know, War Elephants just have an inherent advantage. 470 HP on these War Elephants. Meanwhile, Zydeco is expanding like a manic, like a man who just wants to take over the world. Like, he is truly taking over the world here. Shadow's is recovering. And I declared war on Ghost. I didn't like what I saw from Ghost. I declared war on Ghost, and I'm already in war with Vulcan. I want to get a king. I know Ryan's going for it. I see the king. The king is running. The king is running. The king is going to run towards Vulcan's base. This king is up for the taking. My Castilians are right there. No, they're getting distracted by the villagers. And Vulcan could have turned on Ghost at any point there. The king is running. I'm just killing. I don't want anything to do. Vulcan is harboring a fugitive here. Vulcan's king, or Ghost's king, is running away now. I'm seeing some movement over here. A lot of elephants. Ghost's king is running away. Ghost King looks like he got out. Ryan is killing Ghost's eco. Somehow Ghost is able to keep his king alive. Vulcan is either not noticing or noticing and just doesn't want to kill him. Wants the ally. And holy... That's what I'm talking about. These guys with the elephants. Elephants, 280 HP on these. 7+4 attack. And Ghost's king is over here. Sammy could turn on him and go kill him. This is something I'm noticing, like as a player in this game, we need to pay attention to this. You know, when a king runs, like, finding it and going after it. I got some Castiliers out here. I'm going after Vulcan. Didn't like his Cav Archer attack early. That didn't make me happy. Vulcan's coming back with his, what are these, Tiger Cav? Yeah, Elite Tiger Cav. And Ryan declares war on Ballant. And Ryan's going for Ballant right now. Zydeco's king is on the move. Zydeco's still got his massive elephant army. Ryan going for Ballant. Ballant is not prepared for this. He has 23 armies. He's got camels. I mean, camels should do pretty well against the elephants, but they have to... He has to have the numbers, though. He does not currently have the numbers. Ghost's king still hiding over here. Ghost is pretty much dead. He has 24 villagers. Not sure where they are, what they're doing. My Castiliers are running away from the Tiger Cav. Ryan's in here. Ryan's in here. We have hand cannoneers on defense, and we have camels on defense. And I mean, this is devastating. Where the king is in this corner castle, I think, yeah, the king's all the way in the back, so he has to make a lot of progress to get there. And I'm battling with Vulcan in the middle. Shadow probably can start making a move at some point. He has recovered. And the elephants are here. Battle elephants are messing up Ballant pretty bad. He has some Trebs as well. He's right. I mean, Ghost is right here. Vulcan's right here. Like, they can get involved in that fight if they want to. We have petards coming in. We have the elephant and the petards coming in. While Ryan's over here trying to kill Ballant. The elephant and petards are moving in to Ryan's king. He only has one castle garrison, so you know where the king is. He's in this middle castle if you see the flags. And Ryan has no idea this is coming. And he declares war. He's next to the castle, declares war, kills the castle, and snipes the king. Ryan is out of the game. GG, Ryan. There's still these battle elephants that, unfortunately, Ballant has to deal with. But he's going to deal with it. Sammy is pushing Vulcan up on the top here. And let me just log what just happened. Give me 1 second. So Zydeco with the king kill, and Ryan is the first one out. Alright, I'm back in the action here. That was nuts. And Ballant's probably like, huh? Vulcan Loop declared war on Sammy. Now, we missed it, but Sammy and I both did a Flemish Revolution while that was going on. We were talking about it in the chat. We were like, same time? Sammy's good at sending chat messages. Zydeco allied with Ryan. That's so that the castles don't attack him, and I think he gets control, like he can delete his buildings or something. I think that's what Vulcan said to me the other day. So if they're still allied to you, like you can re-ally them even after they're dead. You can change your allied stance after you're eliminated. I don't know if it affects in the game or not, but I do remember being able to do that. And Vulcan's king is running. Vulcan's like actually in a predicament here. And these battle elephants, or these elephant archers, are just sitting for Zydeco. Zydeco's thinking about his next target. And Shadow disconnected. Yeah, Shadow disconnected right around here. So Shadow got the next space. Let me mark that down while I got it. See, I felt pretty secure over here because Shadow was on my flank, but maybe I shouldn't have because Zydeco has this massive army. I mean, Zydeco basically can do whatever he wants with his army. Like, he can choose what's gonna happen. But myself, and Sammy Diamonds are doing work to Vulcan, to be honest. This is pretty tough. Ghost's king is still up here hiding. Ghost is actually controlling it a little bit. Ghost doesn't have a lot to look at. He's got some Tarkans over here. He's got a little bit of economy left, 17 vills, but he's just kind of biding his time. And this is Ghost's TC. So it's tough to know what's going on in real time. I was paying attention to over here, but if you look over here, I researched treason because I wanted to find where the kings were. I was not looking over here at all. This is the first time I'm seeing what's happening here. Yeah, and Zydeco has he's unlocked a strategy unseen by most. The old walk under your allies your ally's castle. And he knows the king's here. He's waiting until everyone's in position. And he's going to turn, and he turns. And he petards, and he kills the king. And I am dead. Ghost King is running over here. Sammy could get this kill if he notices it. I don't know if there was chat about that. So that's another kill for Zydeco, and I got 6th place. So now I'm dead. I got nothing. I do change my allied stance at some point though. Ghost in the way back here. Now Zydeco has this massive army. He can basically do whatever he wants with it. Vulcan does have this little base in the south though. We pushed him off there. I'm dead now, so it's just Sammy by himself pushing him. So we got just Zydeco, Vulcan, who's like mostly dead. Ghost, who like basically is dead except for his king kind of just hiding there. Sammy, I don't know if he saw that because he should have just turned on him. Sam's got a little base down here as well. And Balin in the corner, you know, really actually he's staying out of the fights. He's not getting involved. You know, Ryan tried to go after him. But I'm gonna tell you, if I play with Zydeco again, I am watching him like a hawk. And he's trying to do it. He's trying to do it to Sammy again. Sammy's king is in here. Sammy declared war on Zydeco. Zydeco declared war. So Sammy noticed actually and declared war first, which is nice. And a petard came in, but only did, you know, a little bit of damage. And there's 4 castles. They don't all range. There's only really one castle that ranges. But meanwhile, that buys Vulcan a little bit of time because obviously Sammy has to deal with that. Now, they moved their king into this castle here while this was going on. And Zydeco probably needs more, like, petards or something. Zydeco is, he's added trebuchets. The trebuchets are still in his base. I mean, the Ghost King is the easy king to get. Oh, I think he sees it. I think Zydeco researched treason. He did, and he sees that this king is just here. And all you have to do is just click on it, declare war, and kill it. And he did. And he did. Let me mark that down. So Zydeco with a 3rd king kill. Ghost of 6 a.m. in 5th place. Good job. And we're back here. And these are the leftover Flemish militia. I mean, Zydeco is in full control right now. 49 villagers. I mean, that said, Vulcan has enough time because Sammy had to try to go deal with that. Sammy's still kind of pushing over here. Like, he's not afraid. If Balint and Sammy team up right now, they could definitely make a move against Vulcan. And still 49 of these elephant archers. Sammy's down to 97 vills, which, considering he got Flemish Revolution, actually is still kind of a lot. He has 29 Flemish Revolutionaries over here, the militia. So I did the Flemish Revolution, and I kind of didn't like fully realize the upgrades on them. Like I didn't get the upgrades before I did it, which if I did it again, I would. And Sammy's king is on the move. I think he moved to this. I don't know where his king is right now. He's not here. He's not here. He's not here. It says he's outside the castle. Not the spot you want the king, I guess. Look how tanky these are. So 10 of these have died in this entire time. They have 60 kills just on the ones that are still alive. Like, not even counting the other ones. I think Zodiaco needs to... I mean, he has the siege over here, but, like, he needs to find a way to get it over there. But there's a couple of castles in his way. The petards were actually a better move, because petards are a lot faster than trebuchets. And the petards just kill the castle in one shot. But there's so many castles here. And I'm down to 29, so 20 of these guys have died. Vulcan... And Zodiaco allied themselves with Sammy. Zodiaco... And Sammy has declared neutrality, which is not allying, but it's basically the same thing. There he goes for the ally. So Zodiaco and Sammy have called a truce. Said, we've been fighting for too many years. Too many good elephants have gone down. He said probably something like, let's go kill Vulcan together. Vulcan's TC is short-lived here. But I still wouldn't trust him, because being allied with him is a problem, because guess what? That's when he can go ahead and send the petards underneath you. But at least for right now, he's positioning towards Vulcan. And Vulcan declared war on Zodiaco, and Zodiaco declared war on Vulcan. They are going to be in a battle. Nothing can... I mean, 66. You can't even control group more than 60. So 66 of these elephants. This is what I'm talking about. These players here, man. These good players love these elephants. You don't need any... Like, what other unit do you need? 11k HP? Compare that to every single Tiger Cab has 5k HP. And Zodiaco moving in towards Vulcan. Sammy actually kind of needs to rebuild a little bit. He's down to 53 villagers. But Vulcan's in a tough spot. Now, Balance still has been really biding their time. They're at 123 villagers and 70 military. And Balance declared war on Zodiaco. So Balance and Vulcan are teaming up. Because there's no way... I mean, Vulcan cannot do this by himself. So having... These are Imp Camels over here. Imp Camels can do this. Sammy's gonna be out of the match for a little while he rebuilds. And Valiant come in with the camels. We have 38 elephants. Let's see how many are left. But the king is in like this town center? No, it's in one of these castles. I don't even know where the king is. The king is out. That's why I can't find the king. The king is literally outside. Balance can go ahead and turn on Vulcan at any point and kill Vulcan. He actually has a great comp to deal with Zodiaco. I mean, Zodiaco is a 2k player. But yeah, he actually... Valiant, if he noticed that, he had a chance. Just notice, like, seeing where the enemy kings are is so difficult. It's just, you're looking back at your TC, you're taking care of your economy, you're doing all these things. But to be fair, Zodiaco is, like, the clear leader right now. So everyone ganging up against him probably is the right thing to do, unless you just want to give him the game to win. Because he can just choose who he kills at any point right now. Zodiaco's researching treason. He's moving some elephants this way, which makes you wonder. To be fair, so this king is actually still in play from Shadow. I think it's in... I'm not sure where it is. It's somewhere over here. Wherever this king is actually still in play. Like, someone could kill this king. Is it out? Like, where is this king? It doesn't show that it's garrisoned, but it's got to be garrisoned. But that king is still in place. So technically, someone could go up there and get that king snipe if they want to. Sammy might want to rethink where their king is. And 45 elephants are moving through Ryan's base. And I think Ryan... Oh, Ryan was attacking Balance, so Ryan's castles should attack him. No siege from Balance. Oh, well, that's not true. He has 3 bombard cannons. It's gonna be a high kill game, I'll tell you that right now. And the elephants are moving through. And Zodico can kind of use Ryan's castles as a shield because Ryan is still allied to him. Foolishly. And down here, so Vulcan is actually getting attacked by Sammy in his gold mine over here. But the Tiger Cav are coming in. Tiger Cav could actually be a problem for this little base for Sammy. Like, what do you do? Here, alliances are just so important right now. Pretty much you have everyone. You have not everyone. You have Vulcan fighting everyone except for Balan. Balan is fighting with Vulcan, right? Zodico and Sammy are fighting. So it's really Sam. I don't know why I said it the way I said it. That was brain no worky. Right now you have Zodico and Sammy versus Vulcan and Balant, which is a really good matchup. Like if that was a 2v2, that would be a heck of a matchup. I think Balant and Sammy match up really well, and Zodico and Vulcan match up really, really well in terms of skill levels. Although, as far as the actual civs go and like what the units they have, these Imperial Camel Riders are absolutely nuts. Plus 18 versus Cavalry. I don't know what it is versus Elephant. It's probably more than that. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it's different though. It's not the same. And Vulcan is messing around with this base over here while Zodico is actually in his eco right now. So Zodico's fighting on 2 fronts. He's fighting up here, and he's fighting down here. And he's doing work to Vulcan. Vulcan got distracted. Vulcan didn't have to take this fight. This fight was probably, like I know why he took it, because he wants this gold and he wants this area. But he didn't really need it. Vulcan's king is on the run, and man, if I was Balant, I would turn so fast. If I saw that, like you might not see it, you know, that's the thing. Like it's easy to look at and say, yeah, turn. But Zodico is by himself is in control of this game. Now Sammy is his ally. Sammy's not really giving him much support. He's kind of preparing. He's at 101 Vils, so he's sort of preparing for that. Elephant Archers kill everything. And there's a Cacao. That's the hero. Tiger Cav have 5+2 pierce armor. I mean, that's a lot. What's an Elephant Archer attack? 7+4, so it's 11 attack versus 7. So they're doing 4 damage per hit. That's math for you, baby. Now, Vulcan's trying to come up here to build a TC, but he's running into some Flemish militia. And Balance is honestly helping Vulcan like really, really well. Just buying him time, but I mean the camels, not the camels, the Elephant Archers just keep coming. Like, they just keep coming. Zodico's eco from the get-go was so freaking high. Just look at the res spent. He spent 95,000 res. The next highest is Balant with 63,000. Jeez, Balant, what were you spending your res on? And Sammy with 67, and Vulcan with 129. So Vulcan's actually spent more res than anyone. And Vulcan's king is like in a very precarious spot. And those are Sammy's Flemish militia. Sammy's actually almost like, imagine if Sammy got that kill. If these were archers or something, Sammy's not paying attention to it. Oh man, it's so tough. It's so tough to pay attention to all this. And he actually got attacked by some of my Flemish militia somehow. Look at all my Flemish militia over here. You'll love to see it. 55 of them. And Vulcan is garrisoned. It's a little bit of a stalemate right now. A little bit of a regroup moment. Let these guys, you know, figure it out. And Balint declared war on Vulcan. Zodico actually disconnected. Zodico disconnected, and then Balint declared war on Vulcan. And Sammy and Balint are a team versus Vulcan right now. So that's really sad. Zodico, you played amazingly. I'm just gonna write the place in here. So Zodico ended up with 4th place. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And they have to kill Vulcan together. And Vulcan was pretty wrecked already. That's really sad that Zodico disconnected right there. For free-for-alls, we don't do restores. It's just too much of a pain because it's just so likely that someone's gonna disconnect at some point. But it stinks to be like the guy, you know, clearly ahead of everyone else and having a disconnect. So Sammy's pushing him from the north here. Balint's pushing from the side. The only issue with Balint's situation is he hasn't really expanded on the map much. So he's kind of stuck in his spot. Like, it's good to have, you know, good defenses and fortified walls and castles, and I'm not sure why the 3 monasteries. I don't know what that's about. I haven't seen him make anything out of the monasteries. Maybe I don't know. That's kind of weird. He doesn't have any relics, right? So why do you have 3 monasteries? Does this one have the relics? This has 1 relic. Okay, Balint, I need to know. Sammy researched Treason. Treason only blinks for a second. This is actually in Ghost's castle that Vulcan has hidden his king. And Vulcan somehow is at 116 villagers, but they're all on the move. They're all abandoning their homeland. And yeah, Sammy researched Treason, but didn't actually see where the king is. I just researched it again. Like, if you have the gold. Sammy's trading, actually. Sammy's got trade lines up here. So Sammy should have plenty of gold. But at the same time, you know, you want to get the king kill, of course, but you know, if you kill all of Vulcan's economy, kill all his production buildings, he's going to have a tough time winning the game. The cacao. I don't know how you say that. I say cacao because I think of, like, the chocolate. But anyway, cow. I don't know. Don't listen to me. And Sammy actually, like, rebuilt his base down here. Still has a massive base up here. And the thing you have to worry about in a situation like this, too, is, yeah, they're both going after Vulcan together. And, you know, they formed a little alliance. They talked about it. They said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to kill Vulcan. Then we're going to fight 1v1, you know, with honor. But you never actually know that, you know? Like, you could be looking in their base and seeing where the king is and saying, oh, I'll just go through these gates that my ally made for me. You know, just exactly what Zodico did. Just send, you know, 30, 40 units here, petards or whatever. Just go right in there. So you're almost better off just walling it without gates. That way your allies can't do that. That's actually something, you know what, I'm learning. Like, when you're worried about your allies turning on you, which, like, in a free-for-all Diplo, you have to be worried about that. I think that's what you do. You wall it in without any gates so that they can't. Like, this gate is not necessary. This should just be a wall. And, you know, no knock on Balint, but just if someone sneaks in and they place them there, you're done. Same thing that I should have done. Same thing that I should have done, and same thing that Ryan should have done. Like, you just have to protect that from your allies. Okay, and now Balint sees it. Balint knows where the king is. And the king is in this castle here. These guys are lost. They don't know. They have to turn on Ghost to actually fight this. They might not have turned on Ghost at all. And Vulcan has his little army here. Okay, Sammy declared war on Ghost. But Sammy has to send his army up there. His army is not there yet. And Vulcan's king is on the run? Vulcan went down. I wasn't paying attention. Vulcan went down. Hang on, let me back up, let me back up, let me back up, let me back up. There it is. So Vulcan's king ran out of there. He's running. The hand cannoneers are trying to get some shots. The villagers are chasing. Sammy's there with some Castiliers. And Sammy gets it with the Castilier. Okay. Alright, alright. Let me log that real quick. So Sammy gets that king kill. So there's only been 4 king kills, actually, because there's 2 players still in, so they still have their kings. So that's 5-6. And then no one got Shadows, and no one got Zadeko's kill. Very interesting. Now, these two have to fight in a 1v1 here. For the sake of time, alright, because I watched this game live, I know what's going to happen. And these guys... let's just say neither one can close, okay? We used to have a thing where we go out to a bar, me and my buddies, and you try to get the girl's number and you try to get her home with you. And some guys, they can close and they can get the number, and some guys can't. Some guys will talk for, they'll get in, they'll have the conversations, they'll talk for 2-3 hours, and then it's like, all right, hey, nice to meet you, see you later, it's been nice, Other guys are like, hey, come back to my place. And I gotta be honest, this game was more of a talk for 2-3 hours kind of a game. On paper, Hindustanis should beat the Burgundians. Based on the Imp Camels and based on Sammy Diamonds making a lot of cav, right? But in this particular case, Ballant hasn't really expanded much, so that might hurt. And then has to go through a lot of castles, needs the siege. We have Flemish militia coming out, yeah. Or hand cannoneers coming out. Hand cannoneers should do pretty well against the imp camels, but imp camels, they're still imp camels, 160 HP. You can't go the paladin that you've been making that you want to make. Flemish militia. So I'm just, having this sped up. This is sped up 8 times, guys. So this looks slow. This doesn't look like it's sped up 8 times. Castle goes down. Big fight. I'll play this fight regular speed. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So Imp Camels win. I mean, Imp Camels should just kind of win everything. I wouldn't mind actually with these speaking of these monasteries, having some monks up here to heal these camels up. Oh, I do hear some healing. Oh, there are monks healing. All right, so that's a good play from Ballant. Ballant and I, big braining. Both of us really thinking about the brain action. It speeds up again. So Flemish militia trickling in. A little bit of a trickle. Gathering some back here. Some hand cannoneers. Has the stables. Not making anything out of the stables. You really can't with the Imp Camel. So it's halberdiers and hand cannoneers, which should do pretty well. Halberdiers kill the camels. Now, down here, we have a little separate battle finding its way. It's just skirmishers, 4 hand cannoneers, 4 skirmishers, and 8 bombard cannons? So Ballant comes back down here to deal with this. He still has a little bit of an army up here. So it's very, very tough to micro 2 armies at the same time. To fight on 2 fronts. And Sammy probably went a little too early. Maybe he felt like he had to because he was getting pushed over here so hard. But he actually held it over here. He just needed a bigger army, I think, to do a bigger push without losing all the bombard. Losing the bombard cannons is like... They take so long. They're so expensive. I mean, these guys might have a lot of resources here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Sammy's sitting on 2,000 gold, and Ballant has 80 gold. So, yeah, Ballant's going to run out of gold. It's kind of a war of attrition at this point. And Ballant doesn't really have a way to... I mean, they could come out this way. Like, they could try, but that's going towards your enemy. And then same thing over here. Your enemy's army is coming from this direction. So Ballant doesn't really have... This is 8 times speed, by the way. This is still 8 times speed, guys. This is what I'm saying about closing. This is what I was trying to tell you. All right, now we have some army coming in from Sammy. Up here, looks like he kind of stopped that whole push. Some villagers are actually out here, but they're not sure what they're doing. They're just getting wood. And the hand cannoners doing work against the camels. But camels have won that battle. There's also hand cannoners behind it, and we have the bomber cannons coming down. King is still in the back. And Paladin coming in. I like this little, trying for a little side push here. Oh, stat padding over here. We got Sammy the stat padder, they call him sometimes. Well, I'm kind of mean. I can't close pad stats. I mean, Sammy, I kid, man. I kid. All love. And Imp Camels look like they're going to win this with the hand cannoneers behind. Imp Camels win with the hand cannoneers behind. This hole here, we have a castle going forward. I mean, I think if this game, you know, goes long enough, I think the favor is for sure in Sammy's favor. This is the point where very honorably, Ballant says, yeah, I have no gold, I have no trade, you have trade, and I'm going to send you my king as an offering and as a sign of respect. And he said it just like that, almost word for word. And I think we all appreciated that. We thought that was a very honorable, gentlemanly thing to do. Does send his army forward because, you know, he's not going to go down without some kind of fight. But he's like, hey, my king is here. If you want the king, take it. It's yours. And I don't know where he's running the king. He's running away from the army. So I think he's just having a little bit of fun. You know, it's almost at the 2-hour mark. It's been a long battle, a long game. Everyone's been enjoying themselves. I know my buddy... Oh, where's he going? Actually, he's going over here. Hold on. Who gets this king kill? Who's going to get this king kill? I mean, if these castles are aggroed, they could kill the king. Now, hang on. This is changing everything. Maybe I get the king kill. Is it possible? This is so funny. Ballant's like... Maybe this was the moment when he said, I was going to run my king, but the honorable thing to do is to give the kill to you. They teamed up and killed Vulcan together, which was nice. It was a nice moment, a nice moment of camaraderie. And the skirmishers get the kill. You don't see kings killed by skirmishers very often anymore, you know? Great game. 282 elephant archers made by Zydeco. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. I'm going to put the score, you know, on the screen like I always do. And thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying it. Ryan with a 313 kills to 75. Wow. Dude, Ryan is sick with the Persians. I mean, he's very, very sick with the Persians. Like, you love to see it. You just love to see it. I figured last game I was confused by what this meant. I still don't know what gold gained mean, but gold spent... Actually, I still don't know what it means. Is that how much gold you spent? It seems too low. It's got to be too low. 1,800 doesn't make any sense. I don't know what this means. I got to look that up at some point. Sold and bought is obviously. Balance sold 38,000 res. That must have been just to get gold. And bought. Oh, this maybe sold the gold. So okay. I figured it out. This is market. Okay. Sold, bought. What a great video. Sold, bought. Right? So this is what you sell, this is what you bought, this is what you gained, and this is what you spent. So Ballant sold 38,000 and got 8,981. Okay, that makes more sense. And then he bought 1,100 and he sold, gold spent. Now I'm confused. Gold spent, gold gained. Gold spent. So he bought 1,100 and it cost him 1,200 gold. Okay. Now it makes sense. Now I'll never make that mistake again until I don't look at it for 6 months and forget about it. Shadow and Zodico were trading. We're sending resources back and forth. That's weird. Shadow sent resources to Zodico. Never would have known. Never would have known. Okay. Villager High Zodico, 179. Not surprised. Ballant on the auto eco. Very nice. I think Ryan was on usually he's on auto eco. I mean, he's got to be 17. It's got to be 336 max. Just never really got late in the game here. Vulcan with a 20 APM. Military, very nice. And Zodico with 11. Balance with 10. Balance very quick. Sammy with very quick 10. I'm at 3, so I didn't make a lot of military, so that's kind of, I'll take it. Like, subscribe, give me all the good stuff, all right? See ya.